A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
What's up? 43's the mic. Hey, 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 hey. 80. 43's the mic. Smooth. Pretty quiet. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. You're right.
A first down throw, Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, go 66.
Brady now on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York set to take the field. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Hey, 16-kick.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, and Watson has it right side. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Well, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Check, check, go back, go back. We got
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Second and goal from the 1. And Brady will sneak it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points. All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
22 by 22. You get blocked, me. You get blocked, me. Waiting.
Darnold from the gun. Going deep now for Herndon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Jugger!
They begin with Michel on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Watch the head.
Here's Brady to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's got room.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now Bell. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. That'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Neil Sterling. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Kill, 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 kill. 49, check 49, check 49.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel, and he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here we go, here we go. Check the backer, check the backer.
On 1st down, Brady. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Check 50, 72.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. You go tight. You got topper, topper. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Bang, 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 bang.
50.
And they will run it with Michel. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, goal 66. Hey, goal 66. Hey, Alabama.
They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. On 1st down, Darnold.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Not today, you are. Not today. Like a man, ain't he? I'm scared.
Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Lawrence Guy, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
To throw is Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Brady going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Check 53. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's complete to Sterling. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Brady. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Wow, guys.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Madden being Madden. They're going to make it competitive. Come on. He's about due for a turnover. You can't run. You barely can pass.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the call. Watch
That's something special for you, bro.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Brady now on first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
I'm going to take advantage of it.
57's the mic. 52nd,
Reload!
On the toss, here's Michelle. And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying? And he can't find anywhere to go
right there from
and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Minus 57, 57's much.
Hey, Alabama. That's going to be a long day.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Benefit of doubt. That's why I've been mixing it up on him. But I ain't gonna mix it up anymore. It's suck. You're a joke.
Here we go, son. 22. Yo, lady. Lady. Show it.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to go up top again. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Oh my God, man. Let me pick off the ball, bro.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
This ball. Blowing the brakes off of him. Got no game. He can't run. He can barely pass. His defense is down to one play.
Now in Foxborough, it's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Back now in Foxborough, it's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw is Darnold. Gilmore able to break that one.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Stephon Gilmore, man. He's doing me dirty, Madden.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jamie Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 66.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught inside
Don't
the
play
20.
with me. Stop playing that man.
Big play
Bring
there
that
for
safety
New
down.
England.
When I got a
58
95 speed down wide receiver.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Come on, man.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Switch. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're...
And all the way in! Touchdown, New England! James White, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here's another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again.
That's mine.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Michelle. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. 79 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Boy, 43. Check, 43. 3 bucks.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Now a desperation throw, deep down. And got his man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold.
Right into that was the perfect defense for that offense.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Darnold now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Mike, 53. Mike. Hey, let's get some passes.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to let it fly.
Got it.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
I'm coming. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Now, lady.
Oh, they're coming, bro.
On 4th down, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Switch, switch, switch.
61, matchbox, right.
Kill.
Oh, stop. Wait, hold up.
Alert flare,
52. Give me some of this right here. You want to run that 52 on me.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, let's get that ball. Rip. 57.
Brady going to look to throw.
You ain't got that.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check 13. Check 13. Sponge. No. Shadow.
Michelle, they toss it out right to her. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, check. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Greystone travel.
Check.
Hey, 66.
Let's 57's Mike. What we got? Regular.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that...
And he will get into the end zone. It's up.
You gonna quit, really? Wow, that's some real crazy stuff, bro. You gonna quit? Now they gonna boot you for that. Yeah, you quit. But you didn't have to concede in the 4th quarter with less than 3 seconds. I was just going to kick my extra point kick. The dude ran man defense 97% of the game and got mad because he got exposed. He's 0-3 now. He was about to quit no matter what. He wasn't going to last. I did you guys a favor in the league of getting him out of here. Tom Brady, Thanos.